Welcome to the Truck Report. Real data, real trucks, no hype. Pickup trucks are supposed to hold their value. Some of them do, but others lose value faster than almost any vehicle on the road. Reliability problems, poor resale demand, expensive repairs. These are 10 trucks that have become surprisingly difficult to sell in 2026. In the 10th place, the Nissan Titan faces a steady decline in resale value as buyer demand continues to shrink. With an average list price of $27,017 in early 2026, Titans now sit on dealer lots about 30% longer than their Ford, Chevy, or Ram competitors. The V8's timing chain remains a well-known weak point, leading to a 3% failure rate and repair bills that range from $4,500 to $6,200, often with an 8-month wait for OEM parts. 12 technical service bulletins highlight persistent engine and fuel system issues. As one used truck manager puts it, Titans just sit while the price slides. For buyers, the combination of moderate repair costs and low brand loyalty means the Titan's value keeps slipping even as other full-size pickups hold their ground. Number 9. The first-generation Chevrolet Colorado from 2004 to 2009 finds itself at a disadvantage in today's used market. Despite solid mechanical underpinnings, its dated interior and lack of modern features have become critical weaknesses. Buyers now expect large touchscreens, advanced driver assist technology, and higher quality cabin materials, areas where the early Colorado simply can't compete. Brittle plastics, small infotainment displays, and minimal connectivity options leave the truck feeling obsolete next to newer midsize rivals. The average resale price hovers around $21,800, reflecting a steep 45% drop from its original manufacturer suggested retail price. With over 300 active listings and days on the market stretching from 70 to 90 days, the Colorado's technology gap has translated directly into slow sales and heavy depreciation. 8th place belongs to the Ram 1500 EcoDiesel from 2009 to 2014, a truck that once promised impressive fuel economy but now carries a heavy burden in the used market. Emission system complexity has become its undoing. The average resale price sits at $24,300, yet owners face a 7% rate of diesel particulate filter clogging, far above the norm. When that diesel particulate filter fails, repair bills routinely stretch from $7,500 to more than $10,000, with turbocharger work adding thousands more. Diesel shops report parts lead times of 12 to 18 months, leaving trucks sidelined for a year or longer. With 18 technical service bulletins and 3 recalls tied to emissions and fuel injection issues, buyers see the risk right away. As one Texas diesel mechanic explains, when a diesel particulate filter fix costs $8,000, most owners just walk away. Regulatory pressure and sky-high repair costs have crushed demand, turning what was once a smart bet into a tough sell. Number 7. The early Ford F-153.5-liter EcoBoost from 2011 to 2014 entered the market with high hopes for power and efficiency. Yet beneath the surface, a pattern of mechanical headaches has shaped its fate in the used truck world. Timing chain stretch, a problem documented in 15 technical service bulletins, affects about 4% of these trucks. When it strikes, owners face repair bills between $4,000 and $8,000, a sum that quickly erodes any remaining value. Turbocharger bearing wear is another concern, with forum threads and dealer bulletins confirming the issue. The average resale price now sits at $31,757, but auction conversion rates have dropped to just 32%. Many buyers, once drawn by the promise of twin-turbo performance, now hesitate after seeing the cost and complexity of repairs. In the end, early EcoBoost models reveal how the move to high-boost gasoline engines brought new reliability risks that continue to depress demand. Number 6. The early generation GMC Canyon from 2004 to 2009 promised a more upscale take on the midsize pickup. Yet by 2026, the Canyon's premium badge does little to offset its aging technology and dated interior. Buyers are met with small screens, basic materials, and a lack of modern connectivity, features that have become standard on newer trucks. The average resale price sits at $22,400, representing a 46% depreciation from its original sticker price. With more than 300 listings on the market and auction conversion rates stuck at 28%, demand has stalled. Days on market stretch from 70 to 90 days as buyers seeking a refined experience quickly realize the Canyon's badge value cannot compensate for its outdated cabin. The result is a clear example of how brand positioning alone cannot overcome a widening technology gap in today's used truck market. Number 5, the Ram 1500 equipped with factory air suspension from 2009 onward presents a cautionary tale about advanced ride technology turning into a resale liability. With an average resale price of $23,900 in early 2026, these trucks now linger on the market up to 120 days, far longer than their coil spring counterparts. The air suspension system, once marketed for its smooth ride, is now a source of buyer hesitation. Technical service bulletins document compressor failures in about 5% of units, and when the system goes down, repair costs quickly climb from $2,200 to $3,500 just for the compressor. Full system refurbishments can reach $6,000. The real challenge is parts. Original equipment manufacturer air suspension kits were discontinued after 2010, and aftermarket coverage fills less than 10% of demand, leading to long wait times and inflated prices. For many owners, the cost and hassle of keeping the air suspension running outweighs any comfort it once provided, a clear example of how complex features can undermine long-term value. Number 4, the 1998 to 2003 Ford Ranger stands as a lesson in how age and structural decay can outweigh mechanical simplicity. On the surface, these Rangers offer basic, reliable drivetrains and an average resale price of $20,500. Yet beneath the sheet metal, 13 technical service bulletins and 2 recalls highlight a growing problem: frame rust. Corrosion affects about 6% of these trucks, especially in humid regions, and the cost to mitigate frame rust now ranges from $3,000 to $6,000. For many owners, that repair bill approaches half the truck's market value. As OEM support winds down, critical chassis components have become scarce, with aftermarket prices inflated by up to 50%. Days on market stretch from 90 to 130 days, and auction conversion rates hover near 20%, reflecting how buyers hesitate when a simple truck becomes a structural risk. In the end, even the most straightforward pickup can become a resale gamble when rust and part scarcity enter the equation. Number 3, the Chevrolet Avalanche from 2002 to 2006 stands as a cautionary tale in the used truck market. Its signature midgate, a folding partition that transformed the cab and bed, once promised unmatched versatility, but over time, this design niche became a liability. Buyers looking for a straightforward workhorse often passed on the Avalanche, wary of its unconventional body style and the lack of mainstream demand. Today, the average resale price has dropped to $19,800, a staggering 57% depreciation from its original sticker. The real trouble starts when mechanical issues arise. Torque converter failures affect about 4% of these trucks, and a full transmission rebuild typically costs between $5,000 and $6,800. For owners facing these repairs, the bill can easily surpass the remaining value of the vehicle. Sourcing replacement body panels is another challenge, with lead times stretching from 12 to 18 months due to low production runs and dwindling OEM stock. With only 115 active listings and auction conversion rates under 20%, the Avalanche now finds itself stranded between segments, neither a true pickup nor a mainstream SUV. Its story illustrates how bold design choices and costly repairs can combine to erode long-term value, even when reliability scores remain moderate. Number 2 is the first-generation Honda Ridgeline from 2005 to 2009. It stands apart for its unibody construction, a feature that promised comfort and car-like handling, but ultimately narrowed its appeal among traditional truck buyers. The average resale price now sits at $22,300, reflecting a 44% depreciation from its original sticker. Despite a reputation for decent reliability, with only 8 technical service bulletins and a rear CV joint wear rate of 3%, the Ridgeline faces a different kind of challenge. When repairs do come, such as replacing a worn CV joint, the bill can range from $1,200 to $1,800, and owners often wait up to 10 months for OEM parts due to limited aftermarket support. With 210 active listings and an auction conversion rate of just 30%, the numbers tell a clear story. The Ridgeline's car-based platform and modest payload rating leave it stranded between segments. Buyers looking for a rugged work truck often look elsewhere, and even those attracted by its smooth ride hesitate when faced with slow parts supply and tepid resale demand. In the used market, strong mechanicals cannot overcome a mismatch with what most truck shoppers want, making the early Ridgeline a tough sell in 2026. And finally, in first place, the final generation Ram Dakota from 2005 to 2009 stands as the most challenging truck to sell in 2026. The numbers tell a stark story. An average resale price of just $18,700, representing a staggering 60% drop from its original value. This decline is not driven by a single flaw, but by the rare convergence of all 3 pillars of resale value collapsing at once: reliability, repair cost, and buyer demand. The Dakota's transfer case failure rate sits at 6%, far above industry norms, and when that component fails, owners face repair bills ranging from $5,500 to $7,800. For many, that is more than the remaining value of the truck itself. Parts. Scarcity compounds the issue. With original equipment manufacturer production officially ended, critical components like the NP208 transfer case now carry a 12-month average lead time, and aftermarket coverage fills less than 10% of demand. One dealer sums up the reality: you cannot even order a new transfer case for the Dakota. The cost to fix one is more than the truck's worth. Manheim auction data backs up the perception, with only 15% of Dakotas finding buyers, and days on market stretching up to 160 days. 14 technical service bulletins highlight persistent mechanical risks, while the shrinking pool of interested buyers, especially as newer mid-size trucks offer better reliability and technology, means the Dakota sits at the bottom of the used market. In 2026, no other truck combines such high structural risk, steep repair costs, and near-total parts extinction. For sellers and buyers alike, the final generation Dakota is the textbook case of how a discontinued platform and eroding demand can render a once popular truck nearly worthless. Across all 10 trucks, one pattern is clear. When reliability, repair cost, and buyer demand fall out of balance, resale value collapses, no matter the badge. Depreciation doesn't always mean a bad truck, but it always means an opportunity for informed buyers. Real data, real trucks, no hype.